Ryan Elliott for Boxing News. We're in Newcastle. They're literally deconstructing everything around us. Ade Oladipo, Shabazz Masoud split decision win. We saw post-fight Eddie and Ben quite critical. What do you make of his performance?
Wasn't the best, if I'm honest with you. I thought Sanmartin won that fight. Close. I mean, 98-92 by one of the scorecards to Shabazz was ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? I almost want to run out and follow the judge and say, how? Go on, tell me how you scored it. But obviously that would be the end of me if I do that. But
Get Rob to do it.
yeah, Rob will definitely do it and break it down for us. But no, it wasn't the best performance. Look, there are, I guess, circumstances. He was out the ring for a year. 3 weeks ago, I mean, he was down with COVID. I think he said some other things as well, like he's had a troubled year. And Sanmartin's no joke either. Yes, maybe at the highest level he's not going to compete, but like at this level, and I guess Shabazz Masoud is, what is he, European fringe world, Sanmartin's a problem for you. So it proved it. But those are the ones where you come through in a couple of years' time, no one's even remembering that. And so I think he was lucky to get the W, but it was a home decision, put it that way.
I think this is one of them where maybe he just needs to be reined in a little bit now. We're talking about his world rankings, top 6 WBA, but if he's struggling with a guy like Jose Sanmartin, might be time to just take it slow.
Yeah, agreed. I think there's a few like that, but yeah, I mean, I even said at the top of the show, he's out to prove that he's one of the best super bantamweights in the world, and he didn't prove that. But that's not a problem. I mean, sometimes it's good to reflect. If he blew him out in one round, he probably wouldn't have known nothing. Now, I think Ben Davison, Lee Wiley and the team will go back and think, okay, these are things that we need to work on. I don't know if you can work on power, because that's what he needs. Because someone like a Sanmartin, the only way to keep someone like that off is to hurt him. If not, then it's going to be 10 rounds. He's lucky it was 10, by the way, not a 12-round title fight. So the only way to keep a guy off that is if you hurt him, and he couldn't hurt him. So there are a few things they need to work on. Maybe it is adding a bit more power. Maybe it's sitting on his shots a bit more. I didn't like the way he just stayed on the ropes. I was screaming. It's easy to scream, but spin off. And he didn't. But look, again, ultimately the biggest thing is get the W and move on, and he got that.
Just going to skate through the rest of the card quickly. Cameron Vong, chief support tonight. I think he's probably quite surprised with what was in front of him. Had a rangy, awkward opponent, but better than someone that's just going to tuck up and teach him nothing.
Yeah, this is it. I mean, there'll be some that will critique that at home, but then what do you want? Do you want him to fight someone with 44 defeats? Do you know what I mean? Or do you want him to fight someone that's coming to win? And that guy, although maybe he lost interest in winning after 4 rounds or so, for the first 3 or 4 rounds, Cameron Vong was, you could visibly see him like, okay, how do I work this out? Because this guy doesn't look like he's knowing what he's doing, so how am I supposed to know what he's doing? But again, it's a learning fight for Cameron Vong. Another one where they maybe need to rein it in just a little. Because every time you speak to Sam Jones will obviously tell you he's the best thing since sliced bread, and he might be. But I do think his corner, Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis, will rein it in a little bit. But there's going to be a fight there between Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis and Sam Jones in terms of how quick we push him. But look, he's a good fighter. But I don't know. They're talking about the English lightweight title fight next. Maybe not. Or maybe they do. I know they want to put him out in Belfast. Again, I don't know, but look, we'll see.
I just want to talk about a couple of things away from this before I let you go. December 23rd, we're hearing all kinds thrown around. I want to start with AJ. Talk about Otto-Wallin. Does he need another southpaw?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He certainly doesn't. And I will say this, though. He's never going to fight a southpaw better than he fought Alexander Usyk. And I thought he looks a lot better, AJ, in the second fight. So if you're AJ, you're thinking, you're not Usyk. Do you know what I mean? You're not that. You're okay. And maybe Otto-Wallin lived for a while on the Fury fight. But he's coming off a good Gassiev win. I back AJ to beat anyone not named Fury and Usyk. So he should be, regardless if it's a southpaw, AJ should be beating Otto-Wallin. But I don't know. I feel like maybe they should look down the Agit Kabayel route first. And maybe see Otto-Wallin and go around that guy and onto someone else. But look, I want to see AJ fight again. AJ wants to fight again. Saudi have obviously put a big money offer in. If it's Otto-Wallin, it's Otto-Wallin.
Deontay Wilder, again back on the rumour mill. Joseph Parker, thoughts?
Came from nowhere. Came from absolutely nowhere. I did speak to Joseph Parker, I think, before his fight in Saudi, and he mentioned Wilder's name. But I almost just carried on as though he didn't. Because I was like, so I'm guessing they knew something that we didn't know. It's a risky one. I wasn't sure where Joseph Parker was going into that fight. And that level of opponent is not Wilder. That being said, Wilder's only had a round in 2 years. I mean, if you're Joseph Parker, you take the fight because it puts you right back in world title contention. But Andy Lee's got a decision to make here because, I mean, Wilder's Wilder, right? But again, look, money talks. Money talks. He's a former world champion. He wants to be in big fights. If they put a big money offer on the table, you're going to take it. If it's Wilder, you're going to take it because, again, you beat Wilder, the world opens up again.
So I want to get your prediction on one fight before I let you go. We're not far away now from Benavidez Andrade. Who wins and how?
Chris Mannix keeps calling me and tries to convince me that Andrade wins this. It's like Andrade's just better. And I'm like, I think Andrade can outbox Benavidez, but at 168, and Andrade I think is 35 now, that extra weight, plus his age, plus his inactivity, Benavidez is going to get to him. I'm adamant he's going to be up round 7 and Benavidez is going to get to him. But look, I was going to say it's a great fight. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. I'm happy for Andrade to finally get his opportunity. When Eddie had him, he felt like he just couldn't get him that fight. He's now got that fight. It's a pay-per-view. He headlines. Andre Berto is fighting Robert Guerrero on that card, by the way. Andre Berto is fighting Robert Guerrero. Andre Berto has not fought for 5 years. Robert Guerrero has not fought for 3 years. They're both 40 plus. They're fighting. Sorry, random segue. But yeah, I think Benavidez wins. But I wouldn't be shocked if I wake up early hours of Sunday morning and majority decision Andre, because he is very awkward.
Ade, thank you very much, and I'll catch you very soon.